Welcome to What's Now. I'm your host, Christine Napier. We've got a great show coming your way. We are focusing on many different things, such as your health, online shopping, summer beauty, and much, much more. But up first, how can you get your child ready for school? Sometimes the summer can be really hard on kids and habits, especially if they struggle with ADHD. And video games actually might help with this. Let's find out more right now.
Parents may not want their kids to spend endless hours playing video games this summer, but for some children living with ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, a new study shows how a prescription video game is actually helping to improve ADHD-related impairments. Here to tell us about that and much more is Dr. Elyse Marco and parent Kelcey. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Christine, it's a pleasure to be with you. Yeah.
Dr. Marco, let's start with you. With summer vacation being here, downtime is different for every single child, and those living with ADHD and their parents sometimes struggle. So how can they use this time productively to avoid challenges, especially when school starts back?
Yeah, Christine, the name of the game over the summer is recharge and get ready. For recharging, making sure that kids are having a really fun time, but that it's a structured time. Good wake up, good bedtimes, lots of exercise and getting outside, good hydration, good habits. And part of the habits is what they're going to need in order to get ready. And so there's obviously lots of good habits that one can instill, including a lot of reading. But for our kids that are struggling with attention, Endeavor RX, which is the first FDA cleared prescribable video game for brain training, is a nice piece of a comprehensive treatment plan. And so 20-25 minutes of brain training with what feels like a fun game can be a really nice way to promote healthy attention habits for our kids over the summer. And what I think of it is a way to kind of replace some of the other screen time with something that, we call in our practice positive play.
And Doctor, can you tell us about the latest study results surrounding the improvements reported for children with ADHD?
Absolutely. There's been a whole series of studies. The most recent is one that's called the STARS Adjunct Study. It looks at training with Endeavor RX for 4 weeks on and then a few weeks off and then 4 more weeks on, looking across the period of training at a couple of different outcomes. One is looking at how they're doing with sustained and selective attention on what we call direct assessment, so actually testing their abilities. And then there's also some assessment of some academics, reading and math. And so we saw over the course of the training that kids are actually getting better. And some of these kids have additional medication on board and some of them don't. We think of it as part of a comprehensive treatment plan. And again, it is in our age category, 8 to 12 years of age, kids with ADHD. And it's something that in our clinical practice here at Cortica, we've come to think of as sort of part of what we do in terms of a comprehensive plan that involves making sure that it's a good environment, good brain training, and good medications when appropriate.
And tell us more about this new video game.
Yeah, so the game is designed to be fun and engaging. There are 4 worlds of play that you move through over the course of training. The training is about 25 minutes a day, 5 out of 7 days a week. You have an Achille or a little character that when you get stars and earn points, you can actually dress them up to make it more personal. You navigate them through the worlds, the ice world, the lava world, the jungle world, and you have to hit the screen when you see certain targets that you're supposed to pay attention to, and you have to not hit the screen when you see certain things coming at you that are the distractors. And that's how you train the ability to sustain attention. You're navigating, you're hitting targets, to select what you pay attention to, and then to be cognitively flexible, to be able to go from one thing, navigation, to another thing, the targeting, back to navigation. And that's what we do each and every day. And the more you do it at that just right challenge, the better you get. And that helps you get ready for the school year to come for our kids.
Kelcey, what's the video game experience been like for your family at home?
So So my son was diagnosed with ADHD in kindergarten, and we started a treatment journey, and we were still seeing him fall behind his peers, and it was just heartbreaking. So when we found Endeavor RX, we were like, it's a video game, but we gave it a shot because we didn't really feel like we had anything to lose. And for our family, Christine, the results have just been phenomenal. My son can get ready in the morning without me having to prompt him to focus. I don't get notes from his teacher saying he's not paying attention in class. It's like this video game taught my son how to focus rather than just masking the symptoms. It's been a blessing to our family. It really has.
Which is really good to hear because it can be very difficult at times. Doctor, what can a parent do if they are interested in learning about this treatment for their child?
Super easy. Go on the internet. There's a website, endeavorrx.com. There's information on there for parents, information for healthcare providers. There's even a downloadable demo so that parents can check it out themselves. The kids can play and make sure that it feels like a good fit for your family. And then talk to your doctor because it is a prescribable treatment at this point in time. So that's pretty exciting.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Marco and Kelcey, for joining us today. I'm a parent as well of a child with ADD, and this is very helpful, and I appreciate your time in presenting this to us.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely, Christine. Thanks so much for having us.